watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, thank you for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. So we have a lot of stories to get to, but first we want to talk about the weather and how it's going to feel on this Friday morning and throughout the weekend, Jackie.
Yeah, and I mean, we're going to be tracking a warm and muggy one out there for the day today. Certainly feeling like summer out there later on today with high temperatures back to those mid to upper 80s. And not only are we tracking that warmth, we're also going to be seeing that threat for some stray afternoon and early evening thunderstorms. So you do want to stay weather aware for those, but not everyone's going to be seeing that, so that's the good news there. But those storms should begin to fizzle right around 8 p.m. this evening. That's right around sunset. Sunset is at 8:01 p.m. So those storms will fizzle just because we don't have the daytime heating of the day anymore beyond sunset. So just a view of Futurecast to show you much, if any, of those stray thunderstorms will be mainly along and north of 66 later on today. Then later on tonight, we start to see more of those clouds building in. Chance for some showers out there tomorrow morning. But more details on that Saturday forecast coming up.
All right, Jackie, thank you. We have some breaking news out of Prince George's County. Police are investigating a deadly shooting in Hyattsville. It happened last night on Allendale Drive. Police say they found a man shot multiple times, and the man was rushed to the hospital where he later died. Police are asking anyone who knows anything about the shooting to contact them. And DC News Now's your local election headquarters. Early voting starts today for primary elections in Virginia. Right now, 2 primary races are happening. That's for Attorney General and Lieutenant Governor. And here on your screen, that is the Democratic ballot for Lieutenant Governor. It includes Prince William County Chair Babar Latif and Georgetown law professor Victor Salgado. The winner of this race will go against Republican candidate John Reed. And when it comes to the race for Attorney General, Henrico County's Commonwealth Attorney Shannon Taylor and former Norfolk State Delegate Jay Jones are vying for the opportunity. One of them will face incumbent Jason Miyares. And Fairfax County has 3 early voting sites currently open. Hours vary for each location. Later next month, 13 early voting locations will open, and Election Day for the Democratic primaries will be on June 17th. And the Republican Party of Virginia issuing a statement on the state of the election. They say in part, quote, "The Republican Party is committed to uniting behind our Republican nominees and winning on November 4th, adding, our focus remains on the future, and we will dedicate every effort to supporting our nominees and making the case for why Virginians need more common sense conservative leadership." And this morning, D.C. officials sounding the alarm over possible Medicaid cuts in the district. Mayor Muriel Bowser says Congress is attempting to cut D.C.'s federal medical assistance percentage. That's FMAP. And that percentage determines how much the federal government contributes to Medicaid. Currently, D.C.'s rate is at 70%, and Congress is considering slashing it to 50%. Local officials say that could be a $2.1 billion loss for the district, including hospitals, universities, and community organizations.
A 20% cut either means that states have to up their contribution, or we're going to have to change eligibility, which means that some people are not going to have care and coverage. This is providers, this is hospitals, this is schools, this is nursing homes. There are lots of entities that bill for Medicaid.
The mayor and D.C. council members are holding an event addressing cuts later this morning. It's happening at Children's Hospital on Michigan Avenue. And President Donald Trump signing an executive order aiming to slash public subsidies to PBS and NPR, alleging bias in reporting. In the order, it instructs federal agencies to cease federal funding and get rid of indirect sources of public financing. It's the latest move by Trump to control institutions whose actions he disagrees with, recently cutting off hundreds of millions of dollars in funding to artists, libraries, and others through the takeover of the Kennedy Center and National Endowment for the Humanities. And new developments on Capitol Hill. Senate Democrats say they plan to vote on a resolution for transparency about deportations to El Salvador. It comes as lawmakers work to bring Kilmer Abrego Garcia back to Maryland after he was mistakenly sent to a prison in El Salvador. That was back in March. The resolution will require the State Department to provide updates on Abrego Garcia's case, including the conditions of the prison where he and others who have ties to the U.S. are being held. Senators Chris Van Hollen and Tim Kaine gave an update outside of the U.S. Capitol. Van Hollen, who traveled to El Salvador last month, says President Trump has the power to bring Abrego Garcia back to Maryland. The president himself acknowledged just that in an interview with ABC News on Tuesday.
I spoke to the vice president of El Salvador. He was very clear. He said the ball's not in El Salvador's court. The ball is in the Trump administration's court. And he said that the only reason the government of El Salvador is holding him is because the Trump administration is paying him to do so.
The Trump administration has gone back and forth saying Abrego Garcia was mistakenly deported. They insist the U.S. has no power to bring him back to Maryland, where he lives with his wife, who is a U.S. citizen, and their kids. And in the district, a union representing restaurant workers, claims recent votes to unionize have not been recognized by the owners. Their allegation centers on Star Restaurant Group. Our Ben Dennis has the story in Northwest D.C.
Outside of the famed Willard Hotel. No union contract is the message from Union Local 25 at the recently reopened Occidental restaurant. Local 25 represents service workers who say recent votes to unionize at some of the Occidental's sister restaurants have fallen on deaf ears by Star Restaurant Group. Here's Amanda Gomez with Local 25.
Workers have been intimidated, have been bullied because they are union supporters. A supermajority of workers at Le Diplomat, St. Anselm, and Pastis signed union authorization cards in January.
Several dozen union backers expressed disdain with Star Restaurants, alleging the company has made attempts to rupture union efforts, known as union busting. However, the union did not immediately offer evidence to back those claims.
We're fine the way we are.
Anne Marie Henderson says she's a receptionist working with the restaurant. She stood alone outside the Occidental with a whiteboard, claiming that nobody on the picket line actually works there.
We don't want a union. We are fine. We're not mistreated here. It's not terrible work conditions. There's not a late paycheck.
How many employees of the Occidental are picketing here today?
I'm not going to get into numbers because we know that Star Restaurant Groups is surveilling workers, and so we are not going to get into the exact numbers.
Shame on you!
And we reached out to Star Restaurants ahead of yesterday's planned protest, and they have not responded. And it's the end of an era. Six Flags in Bowie, Maryland, announcing the park will close at the end of the season. The company just made that announcement yesterday, and they called it a difficult decision. Six Flags CEO says the 500-acre park will be marketed for redevelopment, and the park's final day will be November 2nd. And in a statement, Prince George's County Councilwoman Walla Belgay says in part, quote, "While this news is difficult, it's also a pivotal moment for us to reimagine what comes next." She adds, the council will push for high-quality community-centered development that honors the legacy of this site while creating new opportunities for economic growth, jobs, and recreation. And high school prom season is underway. Police in Montgomery County are urging teens and parents to make smart decisions to prevent drunk driving. May through August are the deadliest months of the year for teen driving. Data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration shows 30% of teens killed in traffic crashes were drinking. 25% were legally drunk, and the parents of 19-year-old Amelia Hobart, who was killed in a drunk driving crash along I-270 in November, say responsibility falls on parents too.
The choices you're making in your home are within your control. And if you make the right ones, if you make the safe ones, you don't have to have a memorial and a celebration of life and a press conference.
If parents give alcohol to teens that are involved in a serious crash, it's a crime in Maryland punishable by a year in jail and $5,000. And today is National Space Day. It's always the first Friday in May. Space Day can inspire the next generation of astronomers, encouraging people to look up to the sky. Professor Christopher Palma at Penn State says even though Space Day is May 2nd, you can celebrate Space Day every day of the year as long as you just go outside and look up with a pair of binoculars. You can see the brightest moons of Jupiter through the smallest pair of binoculars, but the great thing about astronomy, you don't even need any tools.
As an astronomer, I'm always encouraging everybody, just go outside and make observations. And one of the reasons why I love to do that is all of us, just by our nature, really are scientists.
Professor Palmer says anyone making observations about the planets or thinking about those questions is a scientist. So I guess we're all scientists, but I know one, that's meteorologist Jackie Layer. How is it going to feel this weekend? Are we going to get a good weekend at least?
I mean, we'll see some dry times, but overall we're still looking at some rain chances and thunderstorm threats through this weekend. So heads up, you do want to stay weather aware for any of those outdoor plans you may have over the course of the next couple of days. But out there today, it's going to feel like summer out there. It's going to be warming up pretty quickly too. By about noon, we should already be into those lower 80s. We're talking mid to upper 80s later on this afternoon into the early evening. Now storms should begin to fizzle. Now again, just a stray thunderstorm expected later on this afternoon. Not everyone will be seeing it, but any storms that are still out there closer towards sunset, which is just after 8 p.m., those will continue to fizzle and we'll see those temperatures starting to slowly drop. But overall for your Friday night plans, it's going to be a warm one out there. Also a bit more on the muggy side too. But let's get right to Futurecast to show you what you can expect over the next 24 to 36 hours. By noon today, temperatures varying into those 80s, and we'll see a mix of sun and clouds out there for the day today. Winds will pick up out of the south and west, pumping in those warmer temperatures and also a little bit more of that humidity too. So yeah, certainly will feel like summer out there later on today. Now, stray shower or storm threat as we look ahead towards 3 p.m. and then all the way through at least 8 p.m. this evening before those should fizzle out. By 8 p.m., temperatures will be hovering into those mid to upper 70s, and then overnight tonight, only falling back down into those 60s. That's what we start off with tomorrow morning. We do have a little bit of the shower activity back out towards our west Saturday morning right around 6 a.m. Then we should see some dry times by at least, or I should say through noon tomorrow. So it's not a complete washout tomorrow afternoon, but just be mindful and make sure you are staying weather aware. I know there's a lot of outdoor events going on this weekend, the first full weekend of May, and we're talking about some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms popping up anywhere between 3 and 8 p.m. tomorrow evening as well. So that's that window of opportunity for these thunderstorms to really thrive with the daytime heating of the day. And some of these storms could contain those gusty winds and also frequent lightning. So you do want to make sure that you are keeping your eyes to the skies and dodging any of those thunderstorms as they work their way through. Now 9 p.m. tomorrow evening, a lingering shower back out towards the west. Aside from that, we should be drying things out. But in terms of that allergy forecast, today and tomorrow is still relatively high out there. Sunday, we start to see it drop a little bit as we're still going to be tracking some scattered showers around. And then Monday, we continue to notice that pollen count dropping. So at least Monday with some more shower chances out there, that pollen count will be lower, and at least we'll see a little bit of that relief for all of those allergy sufferers out there. That 7-day outlook, yes, we still have that wet pattern sticking around into that early most parts of the next work week, but it looks like today and tomorrow will be the warmest days out of that 7-day forecast as we settle into the 70s from Sunday all the way through next Thursday.
All right, Jackie, thank you. Happening this weekend, there's some metro changes that you might want to know about. Starting 7 a.m. tomorrow through midnight on Sunday, Silver Line trains will run between Ashburn and New Carrollton to avoid conflicts with the Blue Line. Blue and Yellow Line trains will single track between Pentagon City and Reagan National Airport because of planned track work. However, the Orange, Red, and Green lines will have normal operations. And the annual DC Boat Show is making a comeback this weekend. The event will have over 250 boats from vintage to new high-end yachts, sailboats, and power boats. Boats will be on the marina and on land. General admissions will cost you $27 and $17 for active military duty and first responders. VIP runs you about $200, and it runs today through Sunday from noon to 7:30 p.m. Now that's all the time we have for you this morning on DC News Now. Just be sure to stick around for more news and weather coming up on the news at noon.